name is Ricardo, and we are back with another video. So we are continuing our series in the Alfred course. Starting on page 14 and 15 is what we're going to be working on today. And this is just worksheets. And so if you're following along, you see it is starting open with the treble clef sign, okay? We are being introduced to the treble clef, and the clef, as we know it, is a set of 5 lines and 4 spaces. So a clef consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. The way I like to look at it is we always count from bottom up. So the bottommost line will be the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, okay? Then when we look at the spaces, starting at the bottom, the first space will be the bottom space, and there's a total of 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you look at the sign, the clef sign, it curls around the G line. And the G line is the second line in treble clef. Once again, starting from the bottom, 1, 2, that's the G line. And we can see that it's notated on the treble staff there, all right? The treble staff is also known as the G clef, and it's known as the G clef because it surrounds the second line, which is the G line. So you had a treble clef being called treble clef, all right, or the treble staff, stave, S-T-A-V-E, or we have it called the G clef. You don't really hear it referred to that much. You know, you learn it, but I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever say the G clef, you know. So when we look at number 1, it says trace these treble clef signs. All you're going to do is trace it. That's all you're doing. It's telling you where to start and where you're going to finish, okay? Then number 2 says draw a line of treble clef signs. All you're going to do now is do the exact same thing you just did, except you have nothing to trace. You have to actually draw it yourself, which is why they allow you to do it a few times to get the hang of it, okay? Now we get to this review, all right? So when we look at the review, starting at the first sentence, it says the notes of the right hand C position are written on a treble staff, okay? When we look to the right, we see fingering. Whenever you see numbers at the top of a staff in music, 9 times out of 10, it is representing fingerings, dealing with what finger you are going to use on a particular set of notes, okay? Don't get caught up with the top being intervals. Because I know when we get into this book, we're gonna get to intervals, and you're gonna see numbers, and it's gonna kind of match up a little bit with the answers. But the numbers at the top are fingerings, not intervals. Okay, so remember that. And we see it's how it's fingerings. Now, the C that we see, so we got the first line, right? Remember, the most bottom line is the first line. Under that first line, we see a note, and it's given the name C, and it's a quarter note. We all know a quarter note gets 1 beat. It's a solid filled in quarter note, and then we see within it, it is C, and then we see a line going through it, okay? So remember, guys, the staff that we see with the treble clef sign on it is 5 lines and 4 spaces. But outside of those 5 lines and 4 spaces, the pattern continues. So we see line going from the first line, space, first space, second line, second space, third line, third space, fourth line, fourth space, fifth line. If we continue to go up, the cycle is going to go after that fifth line, space, line, as we continue to go up. And so when you look at the C, for example, that first C, the first note, if you go up, there's a D, right? That D doesn't have a line or a line going through it. Therefore, that D would be on a space. If we go up again, we get to E, which is on the line. We go up again, we get F, which is on the space. We go up again, we get G, which is on the line. Let's do that going backwards now. G is on the second line. F is on the first space. E is on the first space. The first line. D is on the space. C is on a line. So once again, we see that pattern of space, line, space, line, space, line, or line, space, line, space, line, space. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So it says middle C is written on a short line below the staff called a ledger line, okay? So a short line below the staff called a ledger line. These are ledger lines that we're speaking of, okay? D is written in the space below the staff, which we just went over in depth. D is written in the space below the staff. Remember, line, space, which is why we see that middle C is on below the staff on a ledger line, and then D is written in the staff below the is written in the space below the staff. Now the next one, it says each next higher note is written on the next line or space, because once again, it will never be line, space. It will never be like that. It should always be alternating, line, space, and we're speaking of if it's going in order from the musical alphabet. And remember, the musical alphabet goes from A all the way to G, okay? From A to G, all right? Now, number 4, it says to write the name of each note in the box below. So all you have to do to help yourself out, because I know you're beginner, look at the chart that's right above it. I don't understand why so many students have all the answers in front of them. They have things right there, but they don't look at it. Use the resource in front of you, okay? Don't be blind. So yeah, if you need help, if you notice, they give you the first note, which you see, and all you're doing is you're going up the musical alphabet. All right. So I won't give you the answers. I want you to figure that out for yourself. All right, let's go on to page 15. Now, all you're going to be doing is filling in the notes, okay? So they give you the first 3. They give you C, E, G. And if you don't know C, E, G, that is a major arpeggio, right? It's our C major chord, okay? And what you going to do? They give you the first 3. You better write the right answers in. Please don't write A or G or Z when they're literally giving you the answers, okay? Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. All right, so that's all you're gonna do. Number 6, same thing. These notes are in the spaces, blah, blah, blah. Number 7, they give you both, they give you other notes on the lines, just a different order. Same with number 7 on the second example at the bottom. And then number 8, you're just writing in the answers. And then it says when a note repeats on the same line or space, the note is repeated on the keyboard. Write the name of each note in the box below it, okay? So you gotta make sure you're playing the correct notes, okay? Number 9, above each note on this page, write the finger number used to play in right hand C position. Play all the notes on this page in right hand C position. In order to know what right hand C position is, you got to go back to page 14. Page 14. Page 14, that little diagram is C position where they give you the fingerings. They tell you what note goes with what finger. So there's no reason that you shouldn't get it here. So I recommend that you do what they say, write it above, right? We see that they do that in the first example. Notice they write 1 in number 5, number 6 in the first note, they write 2. So they're already giving you examples. So take heed to that, okay? All right, so that's it for this video. Next video, we're going to be focused on the left hand C position. Basically, we're going to be doing everything we just did in our right hand and our left hand. Almost pretty much opposite, all right? So you can start working on that now. All right, have a good day. you.